Namaste, my friends. Welcome to my altar. Today, I just want to do my weekly practice with you. I want to tell you stories about my week. I have, fun things to share with you. So let's get started. The first thing I like to do when I come to the altar is light some candles and some incense. Today, our incense. Ooh, I like this one. Good energy. Love to bring you guys some good energy today. So friends, I'm just starting this YouTube channel. It's my first time really recording, and I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I practiced recording a few videos last week, and I completely cut my head off. Just chopped it off. Could not get the right angle. So, we try again. That's all you can do, right? And I don't know if this is going to be what I do forever. I don't know what's going to work best for me and you. But all we can do right now is start. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to tell you a story. Start there. Well, actually, I should tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Jeanette, but you can call me Jen, or Moon Dancer Jen. And I am a spiritual being, just like we all are. Hold on. There we go. And I have been on a journey for quite a few years now. I came to healing as a new mother. I guess I came to it before I even became a mother, after a struggle with infertility. It was that struggle that brought me to meditation, and from there everything else happened. I learned to meditate with my old therapist. Her name is Carol Marcy. I love her. Which, by the way, if you want to listen to Carol Marcy's meditations, she's on YouTube and Insight Timer. So I highly recommend checking her out. So she's the one who taught me how to meditate, and everything just evolved from there, as it does. And so here we are. And to be honest with you, I'm not a professional. I'm not going to say I'm just a mom, because I'm not just anything. I am Jeanette, and I am divine, and my guides and my goddess, who I personally work with, Kuan Yin, I'll teach you more about her in other videos. They were just giving me this message that it was time for me to share my light and spread it within the world. So that's what I'm gonna do. So today I'm gonna just tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you about my week, okay? My darling son is 8, and he's starting his own YouTube channel too. It's like a family thing. And he came to me and he brought me this crystal right here. And he asked me about it. He said, "Mommy, what does this crystal do?" And he's like, "It's a quartz, right?" And I said, "Yes, it's a quartz." And that crystal is kind of like an amplifier. It is pure. It's like a pure connection. And it helps amplify other crystals and whatever your intention is. This is what I told him. This is what I'm telling you. Okay. And so I said, "Was there any, like, what are you looking for?" Right? I'll tell you that I'm a huge fan of crystals. I don't know if you can see them in the shop, but I have a lot. And I work with them often. And I find them to be very prescriptive. You have a headache, use some hematite. You have a lot of negative energy on you, get some selenite out, girl. You know what I mean? That's kind of my vibes with regards to crystals. And so for my son, he has his own collection. This is his little tray up here, and this is my big tray right here. So I pull out his little tray, and I say, "All right, well, what are you looking for, bud?" And he said that he was looking for some creativity and inspiration for his channel. And so we pulled out some crystals. We pull out a little orange and yellow number, some tiger eye. I said, "This is like the eye of the tiger. It's going to help you stay focused and driven and things like that." And we pulled out this guy because I wanted him to have some, I felt like this was very creative and just like, I know it's connected a bit with heart and throat, and so that it would like help him speak his truth and things like that. So we pulled that out. We pulled this one out just because it looked cool. I don't know. We were just drawn to it. To be honest with you, we don't always know what crystals we have when we have them. But they're still going to work whether you know what they're doing or not, right? And the last one we pulled out was this little amethyst number. And so then I just kind of arranged it into this little grid. He arranged it into this little grid. And it was just a sweet little story I wanted to share with you today. So that is sitting on my altar. I'm going to push it over a little bit though. The other thing I wanted to share with you is I went shopping. I've been doing some research for this YouTube channel. And I decided that I wanted to get some new oracle decks to try out. Maybe I could share them with you. Like maybe we could do a reading. Would that be fun? So I'm trying out a couple different ones, and I'm thinking maybe we could do a reading from each, and you guys choose what cards you want. Okay. So we're gonna do that. So here's the crystal. So here's the cards that I got this week. I got the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Cambell and Work Your Light by Rebecca Cambell. Now, I haven't worked with her yet, but I think that the art on here is just stunning. It's just so beautiful, and so I felt really drawn to it. And rose is like a symbol for me. You'll see I actually have a rose here at my altar. The other thing I bought, I actually just got this one today, so we're going to do a little cleansing and charging, is this beautiful flower agate sphere. And according to the card that comes with it, it says the flower agate imbues divine feminine energy, fosters progress, pushes us toward our fullest potential, inspiration, inner peace, empathy, protective, nourishing, grounding, and expanded awareness. You guys, I've been having a hard time pulling the trigger and just making a video, just making one, you know what I mean? It's out of my comfort zone. I'm just going to use this smoke here from my incense. I don't think you can see it, but I can see it. And I'm just going to cleanse this agate, and I'm going to hold it and ask it to do all of those things. Push me towards my fullest potential. Imbue me with the divine feminine energy. I love that idea. Alright, she's vibrating real good, so I think she's ready. Alright, so that is my story for you today. This is what I'm telling you. As I record this, we are in the middle of a Mercury in retrograde. Not necessarily the best time to be like, doing something with communication and technology. But if not now, when? So I'll tell you a little bit about my preferences. So I'm a big oracle card gal. I don't mess too much with tarot. I have a favorite tarot. Maybe we'll do that another time. God, this is just so pretty. Oh my gosh. These are so pretty. Have you guys seen these yet? Look at, that's the back of the card. So cute. Oh, this is the vermiculite. Okay, great. This is just what was like the top card. Everybody gets this, so it's like, I don't know. It says, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I think this is beautiful. Okay, sit. So, if you've never worked with oracle decks before, I'll walk you through it. First step, I recommend going to the store to get your first one. Although, Amazon works, or wherever you prefer to go. You want to be listening to your gut, listen to your intuition, and see what speaks most to you. Now, I will say, just to be more of like an informed consumer, there are some stores that will actually have sample decks out, so you can kind of see how they work and things like that. Or you may, watch some videos and just want to get the cards that they have, that kind of thing. There's a lot of superstition, I think, around tarot. A lot of people say that your first deck should be gifted to you or something like that. That's not true. I'm just like here to tell you. I will say, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that's not true, but I'm just saying that's not my experience, and that's not what I believe personally. So I'll let you decide what you believe. So when you get a deck, typically it has a book that'll tell you the meaning behind each card, and then it has a number of cards depending on the deck. So this one has 44, I think. You guys, you are the oracle. Alright, yes, 44 cards in this deck and the rose deck. We'll work on that one in a minute. Okay, so you get the deck. So you have all the cards, and you get a book. Alright, and then you want to go in and read the opening. A lot of times it has suggestions with different ways to work with the deck, what they mean. This is interesting. So this deck specifically is meant to, for you to work with yourself, okay? And I think it's important to, when okay, and then it talks about some different spreads that you can do. Oh wow, these are cool. I've never done these. I've never done some of these before. Awesome. Okay, cool. Alright, so I think I'm gonna, so I want to show you one more thing that I learned from, obviously I'm trying to talk to you and not read this thing, so I am gonna do what I was taught in another oracle deck, which I'm sure is another one. So, as I sit here with you, before I even started, I sort of called in my spirit guides and my angels and Kuan Yin and whoever else wants to work with me today, and I don't know, they're just here. They're here to support and center me and ground me into the earth and connect me with the divine. And so now I want to bring that energy into these cards. I want these cards to be attuned to me. I want them to know that, like, I'm asking them, hey cards, hey guides, hey divine, all y'all, can we work together and help me work my light, right? That's what this card's about. I mean, that's what this deck's about anyways. Help me work my light. That's what I'm here to do, you guys. That's what my soul purpose is. I know it. That is in my knowing. That I am here on this earth to be the light in the darkness and to spread it far and wide. And that this YouTube channel is just a part of that. It's just one of the things that I'm doing, you know? And so anyways, I'm going through right now and I'm just touching each card. You can kind of see me do that in my hands. So, and that's just my way of like imbuing my energy into the cards, right? I want them all to just feel me, and I want to feel them. And I am going to then activate the deck. And you can do that by the way I learned how to. And like, I'm telling you, the only way I learned how to was literally reading the books. This book may have something different. We'll have to actually read it and see. But I just feel called to do this, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, you like gather up your energy and you just like hit it. Almost like you're the god of lightning, and you're just like, that's my stuff, that's my energy right in there. Okay, now the next thing we have to figure out is what kind of spread we want to do today. So I think I'm gonna pause and I'll read all this and then I'll be back. Okay friends, I'm back. So I've read through the guidebook, which I have to tell you, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and I'm just so grateful. Like, I'm just so glad that I bought it. So I'm not gonna read it to you because I just felt like that would be like long. And I don't know, like, I just wanted to encourage you to, if you're feeling drawn to this, then you should probably pick it up yourself and explore. But I will tell you what I liked. So first of all, you know, this is very inspiring. Like, she's really giving you permission. You are the oracle. All of this is in you, just like it's in me, you know? And there was, so they kind of described what kind of cards are in here and how to read for other people. And then there was actually an attunement. And so I held the cards at my root chakra and at my heart chakra and at my soul chakra to, and read this prayer for each one to kind of like activate the energy and bring it in. There's also a practice, which I'm going to get ready to do, for opening up the sacred soul space. So what I thought we could do together, you guys, is, so then it kind of gives some suggestions for different spreads, which I thought, I really like some of the like suggestions that they have. And so, you know, you can always, so anyways, highly suggest, she'll tell you how to do it. I want to try, for us together, a spread called The Decision Maker. And in that, so this can typically be used for, if you're reading for yourself, if you need to make a decision and you don't know which one to pick. And so what they suggest is that you write down all your possible options, like on a piece of paper, each, you know, a piece of paper for each, you know, you kind of fold it up, and then you put, you know, a piece of paper on each card, and then whatever the card says is like kind of the outcome or what to expect or what to reflect on, and it just kind of helps support your reading. I thought instead of having pieces of paper, I could pick out some crystals, and you could pick which crystal spoke most to you, and then choose, and then we'll have a card. And like, so what I want you to do right now is, hold up. So what we're gonna do, and like, remember I'm new to this, and we're gonna try, I think I'm gonna try a different angle in just a sec, okay? Or, no, I think I'm gonna try an angle now. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hold still. Alright friends, new angle, who dis? Welcome to the altar. Now, what I'd like you to do is think about a question. What question do you have in your life right now that you want an answer to? I want you to really think about that question right now and choose one of these 3 cards. Now, I've chosen a crystal to go along with each one. The first crystal is an amethyst. Second card. Second crystal is a rose quartz in a heart shape. And the third one is a howlite. Okay? Alright, so if you haven't chosen your crystal / card yet, then I want you to go ahead and pause the video and choose. And I'm going to get started. Our first crystal is the amethyst, which, by the way, if you chose the amethyst, my thoughts are that you need peace. That's what I always think about with the amethyst. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping. Maybe you're having trouble connecting to the divine. If any of that's true, then that may have been what drew you to that beautiful stone. And here is your card. The card is the initiation. Okay, I want you to just look at this and meditate. It says that you are at a rite of passage. You're crossing the threshold. I want you to really look at this card. This is how I was taught. What do you see? What do you think about when you look at this card? looking at it closely. I'm thinking, wow, it looks really dark out here, doesn't it? And then through the threshold, it looks so gorge. It's purple and blue. It's like where you want to go, right? I mean, that is just where you want to go. But there's other symbols here, you know, things to think about for your life. What's the lightning bolt? Is that good or bad for you? I see a snake here. And snakes are often a symbol of transformation, shedding a skin, coming into a new initiation, a rite of passage, right? All right, let me read you now what the book says. All right, this is an action card, and according to the book, an action card is a card that gives you guidance and inspires a specific physical action. Energetically, these cards are here to prompt some sort of movement, get you out of your head and into a guided, often physical action. When we take action, the energy of a situation is likely to shift, so don't underestimate this power. All right, friends, here we go. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside. Yeah. But are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it. And one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it. And you're closer than you think. All right, my amethyst lovers. What a beautiful time for you. I'm sending you all kinds of healing light and love as you go through this initiation. It'll be worth it on the other side, friends. I hope this helped give you an answer that you were looking for today. All right, time to move on to my heart rose quartz friends. The card I have for my heart rose quartz is mirror. Who or what is triggering you? I think this reminds me of a message, of a teaching of Byron Katie, I believe. And she says that judgment, whenever you feel yourself like judging others, it's not really a judgment on them, it's a judgment on you. That judgment is a mirror, not a window. Okay? So what I don't like about that person is actually something that I don't really like about myself. Or it's not really anything about them, it's all about us. And, what we're going through, what's going on with us. The Mirror card is an inquiry card. I give you a moment to look at this card and reflect on it. This is who or what is triggering you. That's a great question. Look at the roses. What does that mean for you? I almost feel like there's like ice. I'm getting like an iceberg kind of vibe. What does that mean for you? What do you see when you look in the mirror? What is your reflection say to you? All right. Think about that as I read this to you. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time, through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what you could be mirroring back to you, or what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good are those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. So, here's some work for you guys, my little rose quartz hearts. Okay, let's get the journals out. Who or what is triggering you about this question that you had, this situation that you're in? What is it in you that they are triggering? What part of you longs to be witnessed? Good luck, my friends. I hope that this has helped provide some insight and give you some guidance in the situation that you were inquiring about. All right, time for my Howlite, folks. I chose Howlite because something told me that there may be people out there who are experiencing some anxiety right now. Howlite is a great stone if you're having any anxiety. I feel like it just helps calm things down. The card I have for you is the one that we started with, the Ever Unfolding Rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. For you, not to you. Look at the art on this. There's so many different symbols to think about. I mean, there's the rose, which, if you've never heard the song by Maria Stark, it's called the, oh no, I can't think of it. I can't remember, you guys, but the lyrics go something like, a rose blooms when she is ready, when she is ready, and not a moment too soon. And so I cannot tell you how many times in my life I have had anxiety. When will the rose open? When will I get the thing I want? When will I get my call? And that song has brought me so much peace. It helps me remember that the rose will unfold, but it will do it on its own time. Remember that I love this sign. It's happening for you, not to you. Think about the way that she's like leaning back. Notice she's allowing it to happen, right? I feel that. I feel like an allowing. I feel this like receptivity. So let's learn more about this card. All right. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as well as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. Oh, my friends, that one really hit me hard. I have been there, man. I've been there, friends. And I'm probably right there right now, if I'm being honest with myself and you. So let's all just remember that this is happening for us, not to us. And be open. Open. That's what we want. Open. And allow it to unfold for us. For us, not to us. So friends, for my first reading from this book, I am here for it. I am here for it. I highly recommend this. Wow. I am very excited to work my light on a regular basis with Miss Rebecca Cambell. That was fantastic. And I'll tell you, I also got this card. Maybe this is for all of us, if you're still here. She popped out at me. You guys, I don't know if you're familiar, how much you work with oracle cards, but I will tell you that, if something pops out, then you just have to listen. So the card that we got says break the chain. This has to deal with ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. And just looking at this card, I see, I can see like these shadows in the back. And I feel like I am, breaking the chain. I am this is me, right? Like, or I don't know, I think of that this is supposed to be you looking out on this like beautiful planet, and it's like coming out of, like, I think this cave is, darkness. You're coming out of the darkness. You're breaking up all the dark, figures, from your past, and you're the light. Look how light this person looks. I mean, it's just beautiful. Let's see what the book has to say about that. This is an action card, just like our Amethyst friends. All right, break the chain. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line, healing trauma from the past that is not even yours to, or absorbing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with. But we do not know another way of being, and so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. So I think our homework, if you choose to work with our jumper here, it says, what old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? And seek assistance from your support team, your tribe, your friends, your healer, your coach, your therapist, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. Ooh, okay. Well, my friends, looks like we've got our marching orders from the cards. Get out there and work your light. Cross the threshold. Figure out who or what is triggering you. Allow yourself to be cracked open and break the chain. Just some small tasks, no big deal. You can handle it. You know what? And if you can't, just try. And I'll see you guys back here again soon. Namaste. Alright, so if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being there and supporting me on this journey. And if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and comment below and subscribe. I'm hoping to try to do some kind of chit chat session, pull cards each week, and then I also will add videos that are specific to different topics throughout the week, or maybe I'll do one topic video and one chit chat, come to the altar with me kind of session. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Namaste, my friends.